Well, thank you, Gary. And again, we're joined by one of the Lafayette alums, and it's a great weekend on campus, bringing back Valerie Gomez here, an associate athletic director of marketing at Seton Hall. Now, great to have you here for the halftime show.
Yeah, absolutely. I appreciate it. It's always good to come back to College Hill, and especially when I can reunite with some of my teammates and best friends to this day. So I appreciate it. Thanks for reaching out and having us back.
Absolutely. That's a great situation. Tell me a little bit. You've had a great road, a moving road, I should say, bouncing around a little bit, but you found yourself here. You're a local person here from Emmaus High School, but now you find yourself at Seton Hall. Tell me a little bit about the road that you've taken to get to where you're at in this marketing position.
Yeah, it's been a fun road. It's been a lot of work and it's been hard. It's been volunteer internships and unpaid gigs and just always knocking on doors and networking. And after I realized I wanted to get into athletic administration, I started at Montclair State in New Jersey, Division III school, with a strong athletic program as far as personnel and success and academics as well. And from there, I knew I wanted to get back to Division I and kind of small Division I, this Lafayette niche, which I really fell in love with when I was here. So I worked at the Northeast Conference office for a while, which gave me a nice perspective on the NCAA and Division I and how it works on a grander level. And then from there, I segued into one of the NEC members, which is Fairleigh Dickinson University, as the Associate Athletic Director for External Affairs. So I was there for a short stint, and the opportunity at Seton Hall came up in July, and I had been knocking on Seton Hall's door for a few years now, so the opportunity came up, and I couldn't pass it up. So I've been there since July, and I love it for a lot of reasons. It actually reminds me a lot of Lafayette in that it's a very tight-knit community, great athletic department, fantastic academics, and the people I think are really like Lafayette, the special, the X factor that set it apart.
That's awesome. That's a great road, great way of a kind of road you've come to. And you were at a lot of great programs and obviously getting you ready for Seton Hall. Tell me a little bit about the challenges that you have marketing at that Big East level, because that's big time sports. And we all know Seton Hall, like you talked about it, a smaller school, not as big as everybody thinks, but the challenges you must have marketing in the Big East are huge.
Yeah, absolutely. So you always think that next level is the grass is always greener, right? And it's going to be so much easier to marketing. And of course, winning is the best marketing. And Seton Hall has great success, especially in the basketball arena, and which is kind of my area of expertise. So it's a kind of a personal goal of mine is to get to a Big East school for that reason. But Seton Hall presents its own challenges because of the market it's in. The tri-state area, you have all the New York and New Jersey professional teams, as well as the other Division I athletic programs. St. John's is right down the road. You have Villanova not too far, and the defending champs. So we have our own challenges, but Seton Hall does have a very strong alumni base. 40 and 50-year season ticket holders, very loyal fans, and they're successful. The student athletes are great in the classroom on their respective playing fields or courts or whatever it might be, so that makes my job as a marketer a lot easier.
Absolutely. And you not only, so you're involved with all the sports at Seton Hall, not just say basketball.
Yes, yeah, we cover all the varsity sports. Obviously, basketball has a much bigger fan base, just the nature of how things go.
And the baseball team's got a great history as well. Move on.
Yep, yeah, baseball is very successful, and they have a history, success, and a loyal fan base as well, much like the basketball program.
Right. Well, let's turn the page. Let's come back to Lafayette. You're on the Hill this weekend with a lot of your alumni friends. You were here. You're a graduate of 08, played for Tammy Smith. Tell me a little bit maybe about somebody that influenced you besides Tammy on campus and kind of pushed you in this direction, because Lafayette, we know, has a lot of influences here.
Yeah, a lot of the the administrators here are great, and I always throw it back to my teammates, and just in the way that they shaped me during my years here. I came in as a more reserved, kind of timid individual, and
that's changed a little.
It's changed a little bit. They really pulled me out of my shell, and to this day we're still best friends. As you can see, we're at each other's weddings and parties and birthdays, and we live not too far, a bunch of us. So they really brought me out of my shell and taught me that it's okay to reach out and network and, be yourself and be outgoing. And it's really served me well in my professional career.
Well, thank you so much. It's great to have you back here on campus. Familiar faces back in the Lehigh Valley for you. Thank you so much, Val, for a couple minutes. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Exciting times here on the Hill. Back to you.
Great job, Mike. And there were probably 19 others you could have had the same great conversation with. They're back on Alumni Day.